response to waves of pressure that move through the fluid that are transmitted from the tympanic membrane to the inner ear via the ossicles. So we're going to have pressure waves moving through the ear canal, activates the tympanic membrane, causes the stapes to vibrate. So they do kind of two things. They transmit the pressure to the inner ear, but they also amplify it. So when you think about pressure, it has much more inertia. It's harder to move than air. So they increase the force of the pressure. So the stapes is hitting that oval window really hard. So what it does is it generates pressure waves in the perilymph of the scala vestibuli. Those pressure waves are going to move through this vestibular membrane, which is the roof of the scala media, down into the endolymph. As it moves into the endolymph, it's going to cause the basilar membrane to start to vibrate. So the basilar membrane is sitting down here. That pressure wave, this is a real flimsy, thin membrane, so it just causes it to start oscillating. And when that basilar membrane oscillates, it's going to cause the hair cells here to bump up against that tectorial membrane. When those stereocilia hit that tectorial membrane, when they bump up against it, it causes the stereocilia to bend. And I'll just walk through the rest of these steps here. So the stereocilia will bend, and this is one thing I left out of the steps here, when the stereocilia bend towards the tallest stereocilia, this is what is going to activate the cells or open the channels. Okay, so when the stereocilia bend this way, it is going to cause depolarization. As you know, when we think about our sound wave, it's the sinusoidal signal here. So what we have is when the wave is going up, that's when the stereocilia are going to hit that tectorial membrane, bend towards the tallest one. When it goes down, the stereocilia are going to bend in the opposite direction, and it turns the cells off or hyperpolarizes them. So we have this kind of faithful transmission of this up and down signal by these stereocilia hitting the tectorial membrane and bending towards the tallest stereocilia here. This is going to depolarize the cell. When they bend in the opposite way, it's going to hyperpolarize the cell or turn it off. So the hair cells, so these stereocilia of the hair cells